Please don't tempt me like that. No, I can't. I just can't. Sure you can. I told you, it's just a pair of visitors. Sounds like someone really something. What a surprise. No. Just talk with them, please. But what if there's a prosecutor, right? And they all like super scary. All they do is stare at you, right? And you're so... Ah, you must be the suspect. See? I told you. Okay, why is this man so flustered? Thanks for clearing out absolutely nothing. Who are you? Funny, I didn't recall ever employing you. Really? It's Simeon Saint. Prosecutor Miles Edge. I would like to ask you a few questions if I may. Really? Thanks, okay. It sounds like I might finally get some answers at least. Perhaps you could start by telling us a little about yourself. Who? Me? Why would anyone want to know anything about me? I'm boring. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. Do you have a job? Oh, well, it's not... It's hardly worth mentioning, really. I'm your average corporate pencil pusher, just like everyone else, honest. This is going to take a while. About you and Mr. Knight. Just when I thought we were making progress. Okay. Bronco? Yeah, I knew him. We were friends. $24, $25, mate. Deal with it. Interesting. I wonder if you knew that Knight had been arrested. Did you know Mr. Knight had been arrested? Yeah, you can visit him. He came to see Knight. I wonder when that would have been. It was the day before yesterday, around lunchtime. I came as soon as I got the call from the cops. And the police called him? Why? He said Bongo had asked them to. They needed a favour. A chess set. A chess set? Is it just me, or is she getting better at seeing my thoughts? You do know everything you think is written all over your face. Have you read what my next move is going to be? Indeed, let's present it to him and see what he has to say about it. Then... Oh! That's the one I brought Bronco. Well, that settles that at least. I'm not surprised he had this with him when he... If I knew him so well, why was it such a shock for me to find out he had killed someone? Not easy discovering that someone close has committed a terrible crime. Very bitter pill to swallow indeed. How could it all end like this? I couldn't ever imagine something so awful. Yes, he certainly doesn't seem to have an obvious motive. Then again, he wouldn't have been arrested for any reason either. What grounds they had for doing so? Why were you arrested, Mr. Saint? I just didn't get it. Why didn't you talk to me? I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Oh, he answered me, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess he's not getting. Thank goodness for small miracles. The cops burst in my house this morning out of nowhere. Before I knew it, I was here. He is a policeman. Was there a prosecutor there? Yeah, some kid named the Winner or something. Rookie. Thought it much. Wonder if that the Winner is basically a jab at Eustace's name in the fan translation. Sebastian the Best. The Winner. What? I'm going to be interrogated by the cops? Oh yeah, I mean you can investigate your now. No. One of the detectives shout at me and threaten me. Oh, no, it's these hulking guys, right? You're right, I get your face, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Report him, please. See, I told you. Please don't let me. Please don't crush me with those arms. No, please. I'm calling the cops. What's up with this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Nothing, detective. You're just being... I guess it's just how you are. I don't get it, sir. Mr. Saint? Yes? You're Mr. Knight's friend, and 2 days ago you came to visit him. You had nothing at all to do with his murder. Is my understanding correct? Yes, I didn't kill anybody. Very well, I will choose to believe you, and I will do all I can to assist you. But why would you help nobody like me? Let's just say that you may not be doing it solely for yourself. You have something of a personal interest in this case. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Unfortunately, I still lack the authority to conduct a certain investigation. Search and resources are rather limited and lean heavily on the ones I do have at hand. Oh, I just thought of something. Why don't you just buy an attorney badge? I mean, you could have upset our ballet. Age well? Well, actually, no, I didn't age well. Okay, he did. But I wasn't kidding. I just thought, open suspect. That's what a defense attorney does, you know? I'm sure you know already. Just to be clear, my investigation ultimately proves you to be a culprit. I have no choice but to treat you like any other suspect. But you needn't worry. I believe you, since I've decided to try for now. Just hold tight and try to believe in us in return. If nothing else, it might help you to feel a little less alone. If you'll excuse me. Maybe the defending the guy in car is our best bet after all. Gummy, can't defend for his life, remember? Well, we have it. But I ain't Edgeworthing again. What are you cats doing here? Listen, pal, if you come down and ask Mr. Edgeworth again, I'll... Hey, easy, Detective Blanford Jones. I'm here to work. What, you hit the pension? Whoa, the K-Meister nailed it in one. I knew you just knew intelligent days one of the fun. I don't know what y'all talking about. Intelligentes? That's not how you use either of those words, Fender. Some may say we need to go and rogue about town. But I'm actually not a half editor. I've been summoned the old jailer Rooney for a meeting with a new client. Suspect is one Simony Sainsbury's? No, Sainsbury's is a shop. Supermarket chain. You mean wow, that's sweet. You know more about my job than I do. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender's the defense attorney. I fear I might be. In fact, it could be our only option. Not so long ago, I found myself involved in another case that wasn't mine. When on my way onto a crime scene, my dream to be a certain someone subordinate. Ah, yes. Yep. The fucking, what you call? Representing Iris while Nick was in the hospital. Not an experience I ever wanted to repeat, but I fear may have little choice. Fender, before I say another word, I just gotta point out the fine print. Eddie Fender don't take on associates. That ain't so. I hear you protesting, but pompous prosecutors are no-go. Especially those of the Von Karma variety. I've known he wouldn't forgive me that easily. I understand why you wouldn't want to work with someone like me. What's more, I understand how you feel about all things on karma, but please believe me when I say I'm not the man I was back then, no longer under my old mental spell. You better believe it, pal. Miss Edgeworth's a changed man. Sure, he used to be the demon prosecutor, but he's not like that anymore. I do have feelings, detective. Oh yeah, that was last month. Yeah, don't say. Well, that escalated quick. Please, Fender, don't you think there's something odd about the way the committee stepped in yesterday? There's more to this case than meets the eye, I'm certain of it. I can't just walk away from this, I can't. Please, allow me to help you in this investigation. Yeesh. Bow from the great Miles Edgeworth. Therefore I see today, well there we are. So enlighten me, if you will. What made Leopard change spots? Well, I suppose I would have to say, the courtroom itself. I've experienced so many things, met so many people, everything's four walls. Including some of the friends who showed me a better way to be. How could I not change a person? Well, I'll be. The old you would never have met his soul like that. That was beautiful. It might have even surprised you know who, and you know how much that takes. Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start again with clean slate. So, this is me. Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices. Eddie Fender, Senior Partner. That's right, Mr. Fender here began his legal career as an assistant to my late father, Gregory Edgeworth. The clever came ice the nails in the wall yet again. That's right, I was talking about his old man. Guess you all noticed I kept his name over the door, so to speak. Least I could do for Gregory. Listen, Edgeworth, Miles, kinda love you. I don't trust you, nobody. Can't just forget about all those years you spent licking Von Karma's boots, you know. Anyone can say the truth. So I need you to prove it. And besides, you know it's what Gregory would want. Very well, I accept. I will try not to let you down. Wow, don't this bring a tear to the eye? The prodigal son coming on board at his late father's birth. You don't even have to ask, kiddo. Welcome to the truth. Alright, I guess it's time to go to work. So where do we begin? Any bright ideas, Miles? Where were we when we were so rudely interrupted? Well, I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. Indeed, sounds more likely to have been the person who found his body. I believe we need to speak with the person who found the body. Just what I was thinking, Ego Associate. We do indeed. Still the type to smile and nod, I see. That will certainly make my life easier, boss. What about me? A detective can't just hop on board as an attorney's assistant like you guys. He has a point. I can't leave him adrift on his own now, can I? Detective Gumshoe, I have a special assignment. You're to continue investigating the case under Mr. Winner. If you happen to discover anything that seems useful, you're to notify me immediately. In a uniquely powerful position, Detective, and I'm going to need all the info you can pass our way. You can count on me, sir. Real pro when it comes to letting slip to the defense. Trust me, I know. But just this once, those lips of yours might be what saves our ship. Go wide the prison gates, good sirs, because here we come. Prison corridor. So any idea how we tracked down whoever found the Bronx's body, Miles? I think our best bet would be to simply ask around. Who is this? Excuse me, but... Are you talking to me? You're talking to me? Facial hair so very awkward. Why, thank you. Enchanté, mademoiselle. I'm much obliged. Defense attorney, defender. Let's get things off on the right foot, shall we? Little invasive. Right on the kisser. Well, how else does one greet a new friend? A little smooth isn't I lead in every gear, don't you think? Indeed, an act so shameless it puts even great thieves to shame. Hey, if everyone else is hip to that, I can be hip to that too. Sure. Fifi Lagarde. So she's the warden of the entire detention center and prison facility, is she? A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Lagarde. Miles an associate with Mr. Fenner's practice. I hope you don't mind me asking, but were you here in prison recently? Important in what way, exactly? Big meeting sometimes, perhaps? So she was at this circus performance for the inmates yesterday morning. Mr. Caserato mentioned the show yesterday as well. They must have been talking about the same thing. What time did this show take place? When it finished, I found when the body was discovered. By dint of having attended the show, she has a reasonably solid alibi. The person who found the body screamed, and that scream was heard by one inmate that we knew of. Therefore, our first task is to question this inmate and see where his information will take us next. About the person who found the body, do you happen to know where he is right now? Should be in one of the workshops, I guess. Usually at this hour. It seems the workshops are next port of call. Free pig, I believe. Not for eating, I hope. Except it's the humans, not the animals who live in captivity here. If by home you mean behind bars, then yeah, it's good. Do you have a moment? We have a few questions. Oh, he's a good girl. Yeah, this is perfect. Ahem. It's fun you noticed me, I think. I was wondering. It's working, ma'am. She's my little friend. Yes, right. As you were in, I need answers and not colorful puns. I'm not a criminal, okay? So why should I have to behave like one? Well, I have no need for any such technique, thank you very much. Nice try, kiddo, but this ain't the bathroom stall. Yo, Eunuch, could you help us out here, my good man? Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Someone using this workshop right now? Yes, sir. One of the prisoners is in there. Just confirmed it myself during the noontime roll call. We'd like to speak to this prisoner, if that's all right. Sure, I'll go fetch him right now. Won't take a second. This one's all yours, Mousy boy. What? Why? Let's just say around a roll of dice and someone I don't know yet. Well, you're not looking so brave yourself right now, so that's good. Here they come. Him. Hello, hello! Yes, sir, hello! I hear you wish to speak with me? Not exactly the hardened criminal we were expecting, is he? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a public prosecutor. Prosecutor, you say? A defender, attorney at law. What happened to being too scared to handle this? Listen, sorry about my pally. We get some weirdest ideas. Prosecutor indeed, can now be the day. It's actually just an associate. Jeez, Miles, get a grip, will you? He's right. I mustn't forget that we're defense attorney's assistant for the time being. Ah, that explains it. I think you look a little different from the prosecutor I spoke with yesterday. So, as I've spoken to women, would you mind answering a few questions? No, of course not. I'd be delighted. Name's Sally. Frank Sally. Witness is all yours, my good young associate. Sure, how do you intend to do everything? Why not? Mr. Sarrett, you're no doubt aware that the murder took place yesterday. Would you mind telling us where you were at the time the body was found? Yes, I was in the workshop now, working as one might explain. What kind of work were you doing? Well, I'm actually retraining it. I'm hoping to become a stylist, you see. Pet stylist, that is. Yes, so I've been studying hard and practicing every moment I can. An unusual field of study, but fitting an unusual field, I suppose. And that's it. I suddenly didn't see anything. Interesting. Barely asked him anything at all, and he's already sweating bullets. So, yes, I'm afraid I'll be able to help. Hold it! Sorry. No, I'm on your side, Mr. Sarwit. First interview has only just begun. I mean, even if you were to ask me, You know something, don't you? That's... He's definitely hiding something. I need to push him a little harder for him to get any answers. The first step is to analyze the situation. Let's take a look at our opponent. Aha! So you do well to tell me what you know about the incident.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I mean, I don't know anything, I swear.
Bide my time.
Sorry, I don't know what more to say, but I can't help.
My apologies, Mr. Sarwit. But considering that the incident occurred right here in the prison, it's very hard to believe that you know nothing at all.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose I can see it might seem unlikely, but it's true. If you're looking for the person who found the body, you'll have to look elsewhere.
The person who found the body? Why do you think I'm looking for the person who found the body? Certainly never mentioned any such thing to you. Is it because you do know something you're not telling me after all?
No, I just sense that's what you might be looking for that. I just sense that's what you might be looking for. That's all. I'm simply a pet stylist in training. Don't know anything, truly.
There's no doubt about it now. This man is hiding something big. In which case, let's find out what he did yesterday, the day of the incident. My opponent is very good at hiding his true feelings, but not for long. It's time to smash that mask of his and see what lurks behind that phony smile. Tell me about the day of the incident. You really don't have anything to do with the murder, and you have nothing to hide, right?
Well, the day of the incident... oh gosh, I mean, so much happened.
What was it like here in the prison yesterday?
I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid.
You don't have a clue as how to push the conversation forward. Just trying to attack. Tell me about the day of the incident. If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, you have nothing to hide, right?
Well, the day of the incident... oh gosh, I mean, so much happened.
I want to know what you were doing, Mr. Sarwit, in detail.
I told you, I'm a pet stylist in training. And that's what I was doing yesterday, training. Specifically, I was giving them an animal to trim.
You didn't notice any commotion at the time of the incident? I imagine things were suddenly quite tumultuous around here.
Well, commotion, you say? No, not really. Maybe I heard someone, but...
were they screaming? You heard of someone? Was this someone screaming by any chance? Listen, don't try to tell me you don't remember. You continue to assert that you know nothing about the incident, Mr. Starwood. I'm afraid I don't believe a word of it.
No, I thought I heard someone yelling, but I don't really remember.
The fact that you heard a scream from murder may now prove to be a useful clue. Do well to bear it in mind.
Well,
How are things in the prison? What was it like here in the prison yesterday morning?
I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid.
Time to deploy my clue. You don't remember? Please. Felicity just confirmed that you heard a scream.
Oh, but I might have been mistaken. It's because I really don't remember.
Your memory fails you yet again? How convenient. But I know you're lying, Mr. Starwood.
How dare you talk to me like that? I mean, I'm not lying. Look, if you must know, when I'm working with the animals and I get into the zone, they're all I see.
Am I to understand you have something of a talent for animal grooming then?
Well, my scissor technique could be used at work, but I'd say I'm quite good with the animals. They seem to like me. I'm especially good at calming them down when they get scared.
Scared? And when exactly do they get scared? Surely it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, well, that's... no, thankfully it doesn't.
A loud scream would certainly frighten the animals, wouldn't it? Why are you going to such lengths to deny having heard the scream? What is it you are hiding, Mr. Starwood? Tell me.
I can assure you I'm not hiding anything. I'll admit I did really hear someone scream. But I'm not hiding anything. I promise.
The mask is finally beginning to crack. Now it is shattered completely by asking about the scream itself in more detail. Afraid you're about to learn a painful lesson, Mr. Starwood. But hiding things from me never ends well for my opponent. Who did you hear screaming?
Oh, wait, I just realised I made a mistake. When this happened, I was out in the yard. Yes. So I didn't hear anyone screaming. No.
It is what clue is how to push the conversation forward. Time to try another tack. When did you hear the scream?
Oh, wait, now I remember. I forgot about the show. They put on a show for us prisoners aboard around the time of the incident, you see? Yes, before the animals, if I remember rightly. That's where I was in the morning.
So now you wish to claim that you didn't hear a scream because you had been shared. You do realise that that goes completely against everything you've told me so far.
What are you going to do about it, huh? That is, my memory is patchy, as they say.
Enough with that phony smile. No bad time.
The animal show really had to be seen, believed.
It did it? Tell me, what kinds of animals did you see?
Let me think. A whale?
Enough of your lies, you were nowhere near the show, were you?
Well, I seem to remember being there, but maybe I wasn't.
It's clear Mr. Sarif wasn't at the show. This was like a vital clue. Maybe you hear screaming.
Wait, just remember I made a mistake.
Time to deploy my clue. You weren't at any show. How long are you planning to keep up with these lies? I didn't know that you weren't at the show. When the game's up, Mr. Sarwood, it's high time you told me the truth. I demand to know about this scream now.
I can't tell you I don't know. I didn't hear any scream, not from the person who found the body.
How curious. Most people assume that the scream had come from the victim. So then, why do you think it came from the person who found the body?
I made a mistake, that's all.
How, Mr. Sarwood? How did you know that it was the person who found the body who screamed?
It's,
Shall I tell you? You knew because it was you who found the body. And the scream that was heard when the incident occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from you.
How did you... Ah, it's true, I admit it. But what gives you the right to treat people like this?
Checkmate. Now that we've established that you were the one who found the body, Mr. Sarwit, I believe you have lost any standing you might have had to withhold your cooperation.
Alright, you win. But I'm sure I won't have anything useful to tell you. It probably isn't even worth your time.
That's not for you to decide. By my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure. Except that's not exactly what we're here to do, is it? What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth, we're trying to save Simon.
Well, the K-Meister said, you need to listen to the kid more, you know. Clan is requesting the services of Edgeworth & Co. And as your old man always said, your relationship with your clan comes before anything else. So if you think Mr. Sane's well-being is taking a backseat to some quest for the truth, well, let's just say I don't like to fire people, so I need you to fight against your instincts, darling, yeah?
This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of this man's testimony remains unchanged. Therefore, Mr. Sarwit, I'm asking once more, what happened when you found the body?
In that workshop there by myself, practicing what I'd learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. I happened to peek in through the little window. Then I saw him lying there, a man not moving. Dead. I cried in fright and found myself screaming in sheer terror.
Let me get this straight. The room you were in is next to the one where the corpse was found.
Yes, that's right. I was in workshop B.
And you were there the whole day?
Yes, from the 7 AM roll call onwards. There are 3 roll calls today, you see. 7 AM, noon and 9 PM.
And they check who's in the workshops during the roll call, correct?
That's right.
Nothing was reported to be missed at 7 AM. Which means that the knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time.
Does that mean the murder took place after 7 AM?
Because right around the time the show was happening.
Yep. Ah yes, the show. I remember the other prisoners going to see it.
And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has an alibi. Would that be a fair assessment, Mr. Sarwit?
I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear.
There's a clear contradiction, Mr. Sarwit's testimony. Rooting it out should be my first priority. Enough of these prophetic lies, Mr. Sarwit. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are.
Well, I am. I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's training to be a pet stylist.
But that's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrist? The bracelet that marks you as a prisoner and therefore unable to move around as you please. As you both know, stepping outside that door would have sounded an alarm.
Well, that's...
But there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Alex Lead on Edge room.
Does this mean that Mr. Sarwit couldn't have found the body then? Good question, Kate. Perhaps Mr. Soward himself.
So actually, I may have forgotten to mention an important detail. Sorry about that. Can you explain exactly how I was able to see the body, if you like?
By all means, go ahead.
As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window and into the workshop next door. Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream and fright.
So he's saying he was able to take a look next door because he had kept his arm inside workshop B as he leaned out?
Please don't tell anyone about our little trick, especially not the guards, please.
Is this it? Is this all he was hiding? Better dig a little deeper into Sesame, just in case.
Hold it!
Tell me something more about this trick, Mr. Soward.
Of course, it's quite simple, really.
Hold it!
I suppose this allows you to enjoy a little taste of freedom?
It does. To be honest, it's one of the few things that brings me joy anymore.
Well, a surprising source of joy. Full vacant isn't exactly a demonstration of remorsefulness, is it?
Oh, but I am remorseful. I always am. I'm a model prisoner, after all.
Beginning to suspect that he doesn't know what a model prisoner actually is.
Hold it!
Why did you make so much of an effort just to take a look?
Well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door. That room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange.
And you went to look as soon as you heard these noises?
Yes, of course. I had to see what was going on, so I went my way.
Sure. I see. Any problems with what Mr. Soward just said? Yes. You claim that you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body, because the person who made the noises should have been in there too. Mr. Soward, tell us the truth about what you saw. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent, but it will do little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime.
I'm sorry. I did see something else, but it was too insane to believe. Maybe I might have dreamt it. That's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it.
Just tell us what you saw.
Alright, it was that dog. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk his tail with teeth into the victim's throat.
What? What did you say?
It was hellish, utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him.
Suddenly I don't feel so good.
Creepers, that's awful. Talk about traumatizing. It was dreadful, horrible. Now you know why I couldn't help but scream.
So there's a man-eating dog in the prison's animal population, is there?
That really is everything, I promise. You believe me, don't you?
For now. This one seems too far-fetched to lie, even for you. I'd like you to append what you just told us to your testimony, if you didn't mind.
Very well. Very well.
Mr. Knight's body, because there was a blow to the head as well.
Objection!
Nope.
Door sensors again?
Objection!
Nope.
Hold it!
You're sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat? Yes, there's blood everywhere. The blood beast's mouth dripping with it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spares the gory details, will ya? What about the victim? Okay, what was that punch for? I'm on your side here. He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there. Meaning he was already dead. There's so much blood just oozing from his neck. No, he was dead as a doornail. I'm sure of it. Not even the twitch of a finger, just lifeless. Enough already. Why do you have to go into every little detail like that? Please do. The chest set?
Objection!
Find the body.
Objection!
Nope. Oh, it was a different one. A ring with a snowflake leaf. Yes, I saw it clear as day. It was covered in such fine detail. Interesting. Your testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's just a little too accurate. And? What's wrong with being too accurate? I mean this. You testified having seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. One of the victims did need a ring finger. See? Exactly as I said. There's no way you could have seen it. Just take a look at this photograph. Look at this photograph! As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by a tarp. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. The next step is you approach the body and remove the sheet. You told us earlier you only took a look through the window in the door. Yet you seem to have seen quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location. Who the heck do you think you are, huh? Mr. Big Shot, acting like you know it all? I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear. Oh, I know.
Objection!
Nonsense. You already told us that can't have been the case. You said it yourself and the victim was already dead. And dead men don't move, do they? Nor do dead men tell any tales, but say love you. Oh, is that the stench of all these desperation on this man? What are you hiding, Mr. Soward? Tell us. No, You're wrong. I know what I saw. Funny how he just gives him the default damage sprite. Yeah, in the original Phoenix Wright, when Sawyer threw the wig at Nick, it gave him a unique. You slightly too big saucy attorney. Seems the real Mr. Sawyer is when he revealed himself. Well, that's quite the rookie rocket. Him straight at you like some kind of lying black cat. Like, I'm just a sweet, innocent witness here.
But are you really?
Because I must say, I have doubts. Very serious doubts. What's that supposed to mean?
You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside. In the workshop. So how did you do it?
That's simple.
Take that!
You're in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen the reef on the ring. Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nobody prove us in the room with the body anyway. You can't prove it, can you? Because that was next one over.
Take that!
Remind me, Mr. Sawyer, what were you doing when you discovered the body?
How many times I was practicing my pet science techniques.
Of course, then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you?
That's...
This glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice you have a similar glove tucked into your apron.
No, this one's different.
Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it?
It's just a rubber glove. There were hundreds of them all over the prison.
Objection!
Not yet, perhaps, but if I were to ask the police to take this glove to prints, I have a feeling the results will be rather fascinating.
Objection!
What now?
That was a pretty bad objection, am I right?
Please, Fender, now is not the time for tomfoolery.
I have a legit objection, but this ain't over. Something that still don't make sense. Man is a prison, right? And he's got one of those bracelet tweaks on.
Right, we didn't have a good explanation for that yet.
Anything you'd like to share, good buddy? We're all friends. That's weird, you should be clinging onto that bracelet like the big round lifesaver is.
What way?
At the end, it's the best hobo weight flinging friend his has for getting out the hook for murder. Sorry, you can't get in a crime scene with a bracelet on. If it were me, I'd be arguing that for my life. He understood the peep about it. Wonder why that might be, huh? Sound of silence. Suppose Miss Law Priestess did preach that silence is golden yesterday, too.
Oh, you sound like that.
The worst of times when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. And the origin of the phrase. Gregory told me that. By the attorney's code, he went by. So friend, what's the deal? Why so coy about your business? But how did... But if it was left with Eddie, how did Nick find out that McKnight is Creed? You told him not Creed. So fam, what's the dealio? Why so cool about your basement? Well, let me tell you, Triff. It's broken.
Broken?
fell over a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. After that, it didn't seem to set the sensors off anymore. You should have told the guards about it, I know, but, well, it was awfully convenient.
I see, so your bracelet is broken. Did it really break that easily? If so, then this prison has a serious security problem. You there, could we have a moment?
Ah, aren't you just the cutest?
Ahem.
Meow. How can I help you, sir?
This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken.
What, really? That's not good. I'll get someone to find a replacement my way.
Thank you. We'll keep hold of this broken one for the time being.
Sweet, bracelet sorted. Now turn on murdering, yeah? What? No, I didn't kill anybody. Whoa there, Palio. You were the one who said the bracelet was out of commission. Or what other inmates freely roaming the halls while everybody was busy watching the show. No, I just found the body, that's all, I promise. And when I did, that enormous dog still had his mouth wrapped around the poor man's neck. I only went into the workshop after the beast left.
And why did you go in?
Oh, fine, let's go through his pockets, okay?
He was going to rob the corpse. That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in much detail.
Well, I didn't steal anything either. The show ended just after I entered the room, and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs thereafter. I panicked, rushed back to the other workshop and started my fake screaming.
And dropped the glove.
Wait, I dropped the glove in your haste, huh? Guess this all just about hangs together. Anything smell funky to you, Miles?
Oh, and then what, Mr. Starwood is one who did it? I'd say one very significant question still remains. Question of how Knight made it into prison proper from his holding cell in the detention cell.
Oh yeah, that one's a doozy.
You also can't help but wonder about another key feature of Mr. Starwood's testimony. That dog's environment can only mean one thing. Mr. Starwood.
Yes? What is it?
Were you the only prisoner who didn't go to watch the show?
Well, no, there was one of them who didn't.
Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't watch the show even if he'd wanted to?
Yes, so did you.
I knew it. I had my suspicions when we first ran into that black dog yesterday, but this confirms it. A criminal that dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but where is that person's cell?
You're going to see him? Him? He's not like the other prisoners, you know. He's special. He gets treated like royalty. But you did that for me. Big cheese, man. Well, I, for one, definitely value my life, so that sucks. They keep him in maximum security. Which is over there.
Maximum security? Well, that's certainly one way of treating someone differently.
Let's just say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact. And that's all I'm prepared to say on this subject. In fact, I may have already said too much. Well, Mousy, anything you care to share, or are you going to leave Kay and I in the dark here?
The mystery man in maximum security is no acquaintance. Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect we'll find a dark canine friend there too. Prison, maximum security. Did you say that the Atagasu takes flight even in the dead of night? Why do birds fly?
Yes, I course. Oh, you're one powerful performer. There's someone else in there. Still can't see a dang thing. Avati supplies.
You're a heavy-footed lot, am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all? Very well, perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I'm Bodied Armored Carnis. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I old acquaintances.
Canis was a notorious assassin. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells, a sound his victims would ever hear.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, might I guess why you've come to see me?
You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already.
I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another.
Your faithful canine friend is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body saw a dog with its mouth around the victim's throat.
Your witness is mistaken. Helmut is a gentle soul. He's my eyes, nothing more. It's absurd to think that he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes it is. You're a good boy, aren't you?
Helmut is more than a mere seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. A weapon once used in this man's sordid trade.
This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume.
Sarwit is anything but trustworthy, and he's still very much a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach.
I know then. I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmut. Yes.
Figures that already knew who our witnesses. What were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Canis?
During the show, you mean? Was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I've developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning.
And you have permission to engage in such a hobby? I believe someone will actually let you.
The warden and I have an understanding.
An understanding? That's ridiculous. This man shouldn't be allowed one, let alone 5 chisels. Nothing but lethal weapons in his hands.
I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 674th, my interest had begun to wane.
Well, that must have taken forever.
Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus has now been shifted to pieces, such as these.
I didn't know you played chess.
You play too, do you not, prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me, though you may find my game rather rudimentary. Only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid.
What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads?
Ah yes, the dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles, all doing their utmost to protect the king, all loyal to the last. I've always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. No more loyal weapon can an army call upon. Still, it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fair not, I play by the regular rules. I'm with the regular pieces.
Can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though.
Oh, I have my correspondence.
Correspondence, Chestnut. Sharing moves by post.
Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. Their contents inspected, of course. Although I have yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move.
Sounds like this current opponent isn't a resident here. I suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Canis?
His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor unfortunate soul.
You keep your ear to the ground.
Why, here's all I have, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why am I not surprised that he's plugged into the prison's information network?
But perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all.
What do you mean?
Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one, crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway.
The attempted assassination of a president. That is no small matter.
Attempted assassination? Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, deny?
Yes. To prove that he murdered his team leader and that there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be, are they attempting to cover President Wang's fake assassination scheme? Whoa there, cowboy. You're saying the Bronxter didn't actually have a pop at the feds? Because I'll defend him on the charge of attempted murder.
I mean, you don't know what really happened?
It was explained why the committee was so keen to get involved.
Of course, they took you off the case to try and keep you away.
And swabbed in that Wiener kid to push for an attempted murder charge.
In other words, they tried to cover up the truth.
Yep.
So they really were trying to frame him. According to the guards, this night, was it? They told me he was violently insistent that he had attempted no assassination.
Which would have come out anyway when the case went to trial.
I'm no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretenses. An uncomfortable fact. But a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmut, yes it is. Yes. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth.
No bastion of truth, hmm? I heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain enterprise who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed coven doors too, are you? You about that kind of thinking was any wonder that course produced nothing but falsities and lies. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need likes you this story today. No one was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors.
Even Helmut understands, don't you, Helmut? Yes, you do. The truths revealed in court and your deductions. It's dangerous to trust even implicitly. But I'm not bitter. You're not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge.
Yep. Gavel and Winner.
They even dragged the warden along, a distaste for me lingering unspoken in the air.
And those two again? Prosecutor Winner and Judge Gavel.
They went over my cell with a fine-tooth comb, but they left empty-handed. They're looking for the murder weapon, I believe, to no avail. But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it that they searched every cell in the prison and still failed to find what they were looking for. I'm afraid they weren't too disappointed.
Winner, Gavel, and the Warden searched the prison for a murder weapon, but couldn't find anything. Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now? So his testimony is flimsy at best and need more proper evidence for one to take him some.
Well, I think that's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Helmut will show you out. Good boy, Helmut. Go on now.
He is not showing us out permanently, mate. Until next time, Mr. Canis.
It does pain me that brief time must end, just as we were becoming reacquainted. I await your return, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Now to gather the evidence I need to bolster my case. And that's the best hiding spot you could find. It's alright, Kay, you can come down now. Where's Fender?
He went off somewhere. I have no idea.
Fender. You and I will continue the investigation, and I know just where to start. So, no one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. Let's start by investigating the holding cells. I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready.
The victim's cell is just over there. Warden Legrand. She must have come from the corridor marked new entry. Still not talking, ma'am? For the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? Killer for hire. I couldn't hear overhearing, Warden Legrand. Were you just talking about body armor harness? Do you normally conduct interrogations on the man yourself? You try to have the occasional da-da-da. Oh god, you say out loud and it's the da-da-da-da-da. Your office? Let's see, how to put it right around here. That's a rather steep price to pay. I wanted to ask her more about Cass, but she dominated in that conversation from start to finish. Let's go investigate the victim's cell, shall we? Shall we? So this is Knight's cell. It was had to be the evening of the 25th, just after the events at the lake. And at some point he wound up in the prison proper. But how? There must be some evidence here that would point us in the right direction. There's some sort of grid. Let's take a close look.
Eureka!
This chess game, I've seen it before. I'm investigating. This particular bit of chess chat could prove to be vital. Now, take a look at this. Can you tell me what it is? The rules of the game are not important. What is important are the positions of the pieces. Unlikely as it may seem,
Mr. Heinous' chest parent was... Seems when they was held in a detention centre, able to choose what they'd like to eat every day. Can afford it, that is. Well, okay, bear in mind that the people held in these cells haven't been found guilty. Some of them don't deserve to be punished, quite a few of them, in fact. I wind up defending the premises of the detention system. Sadly, I don't think these were hits. They were likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees, in the hope that they would want to better themselves during their time here. Second chance at life. Interviews of a former prisoner. These books appear to have been written by current model prisoners and former inmates. This society may have more deeply rooted problems than I thought. You think? Reflecting mirror is... Oh my god! Yeah, no sheet. Think that might be entirely deliberate, Kay. Guard, I'd like to retrieve the footage from the security camera and review it as carefully as you can. If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately. The barrel is nice and spotless. There are no signs that the toilet paper has been used. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here. I think there might be a reason behind the open plan layout. Standard barred window. No signs of it having been tampered. I don't think there's any chance I could escape through here. Okay, we're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape. Please stop. You're right, a few of its pages have been roughly torn out. Not a totally implausible figure, I suppose, but who would try to clean their cell? Who would try to clean their cell?
No, I sense more of a mattress on the floor type.
Take that! Take that!
Yes.
Take that! Take that!
Yes, and that means.
that!
It now means,
Take that!
yes, it, means...
Take that!
Just... I think they should...
Take that!
A 12 night cells right to clean, presumably to remove something. And that's something in his blood. Thank you, officer. Would you mind doing me one more favor? There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in this facility. I need you to give him a message. Tell him to have this cell tested for traces of blood and to report the results to Edgeworth. No, not yet. So I don't know how Nathan the dog moved between his cell and the prison's locker. Oh, what a surprise that he's there. Thanks for the tour. Later. Well, Mr. Prosecutor and his little friend. Didn't expect none of you here. Must be my lucky day. This is Agent Shilong Lan of Interpol. He was in charge of a case I worked on 2 weeks back. Thought he'd gone home to Jing Fa after all that. Here he is. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang? You could say that. Doesn't really concern you, though. First a black hound, now a wolf wonder. That's true. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers. Here you had it again a couple days back. Sticky nose lickings. 2 days back. Ah, he means the incident for the president of Jing Fa. Actually, I had thought he might be there as well, heading up the security. Our president had much faith in the efficiency of his own country's police force. Maybe now he'll think twice before using contractors again, amateurs. Agent Lang doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their job right. Which is why he's so meticulous about investigating with his hand-picked cream of the crop officers. Indeed, no doubt things would have turned out differently had you and your men been in charge. My men, huh? Yeah, those guys aren't around anymore. What? They're not? It's funny, ain't it? They're really men now. What are you saying, Agent Lang? What on earth happened? Probably restructuring after Sheena or rather Callisto U was exposed. Told you, it doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor. Well, he's not. Yes, I would very much like to know why. There's nothing we can do about it right now. We'll worry about Agent Lang later. You have a little investigation to conduct. Nothing. No way. If I had, well, let's just say I'd be a lot more nervous about something got it. Now, okay, you should know when to let the sleeping dogs lie. By the sound of it, Canis' dog hasn't been spotted on the side of those heavy security doors. Oh man, I'm in so much trouble. What's the matter? You seem perturbed. Well, you see, one of my uniforms is missing. I could have sworn it was right here in my locker. Where in the world did that idea spring from?
Hey, those my faithful assistants I see before me.
Fender, and where exactly have you been?
Where have I been? Been looking for you two. Been searching high and low, wandering low and even the prison halls. Terrible, I tell you.
Where the prisoners are? Oh, wait, that's okay. Where the prisoners over there on the other side of the facility, boss? So, listen. Right, this Fender.
So listen, just got a lowdown on some serious dynamite material. You're on air, right?
Seamless.
I was jamming with them guards, and they told me something interesting. Turns out the Bronx had himself a little incident 2 days ago. 3 more of them if you can't find it.
Incident?
Simeon told you he came to visit his pal, right? Well, it happened right after they'd wrapped up, when Bronco was being escorted back to his cell. There was just one guard and he was handcuffed up. They made it back and this guard, the Bronx to clobbered him, knocked the poor guy out cold. Sounds like it might have been the prelude to a jailbreak, because when the other guards showed up, they couldn't find the comrade's keys.
But any rumblings about the night attempting to escape?
As we that 5-year-old noggin, there were none. He just sat in his cell and turned up dead. What's more, he swore right to the end that he never stole the keys. He turned his cell inside out too, no dice.
And the guard who was struck, what did he have to say?
Nothing. Poor guy was still out when they took him to the hospital. Word is, he's still there.
So there's nobody around to tell us what really happened.
What no? It's you losers.
That's all we need.
Why are you standing around there like a bad smell? Hey there, little buddy. There's a Miles there who's working with me now as an associate. Nonsense, you're just here to cause trouble and turn my investigation into a farce.
Eustace means farce, of course. Simple slip of the tongue. Seemed like a reasonably apt choice of words for me.
Judge Cavell, great to see you again.
I know who you are. You're Simeon Saint's attorney.
Guilty as charged. Now I've broken the ice, how about friend? Or not. Totally cool either way.
Now, did I hear you correctly that Mr. Edgeworth has joined the defense team? It's not a problem if I'm not getting paid now, correct?
Exactly what he said. Miles is just volunteer. We're all about the pro bono stuff over there, Trophy Cove. A regular philanthropist.
Judge Cavell, I was hoping to ask about the grounds for Simeon Saint's arrest.
Is that a challenge I hear?
No, I was just asking Judge Cavell.
I mean, I'm always ready for a little verbal combat. Show you what it takes to be a real winner.
How is this verbal combat if you won't let me speak? Still, this could be useful. Fine, we'll do as you suggest. Now, if you could begin by telling us why Mr. Saint was arrested.
Not now, Cavell. Watch and wonder. I put this pathetic prosecutor in his place. He's gonna run rings round me.
I think you meant to say that you would be the one running rings around me.
Now, well, so badly like you ain't gonna be ringing. Prepare to be humble, Edgeworth. You wanna know why I arrested that man? Simple, simple. Found evidence. Evidence of him all over that thing. I'd have some winningly incontrovertible, conclusive proof. You saw the truth first? By me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature.
Where do I even begin?
Look at you, early lost for words in the face of such mastery. Take your son's the end of a win.
Honestly, does he ever shut up?
You said that you were the one who arrested Mr. Saint.
Do you even have the authority to do so, Mr. Winner?
Well, obviously it was the police who actually arrested him. But I told him to do it, so I think I can claim the credit, don't you?
Of course, that's what he meant. This is clearly going to take a while. Shame, really. Given that I'm much more interested in what Judge Gavel is silently thinking over there.
Hold it!
I'm just checking, but you do know who it was you arrested, correct?
Eh? This is some kind of joke. Of course I know who I arrested. It was Simeon Saint.
Good to know he remembers that much at least.
Hold it!
Evidence of him was all over that thing. Could you be a little more specific, Mr. Winner?
Do I really have to spell it out for you, Edgeworth? I don't even you could put two and two together.
Stop messing around. The onus is on you to provide a comprehensible testimony.
Come now, Eustace.
I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth is going to be very... yeah.
Fine, if you insist, I'll fill in the gaps. Brace yourselves, because it's going to blow your tiny little mind. Bet you didn't even know, but the victor had, wait for it, a chest set with him. That chest set was covered in the fingerprints of a certain Mr. Simeon Saint.
No, by all means, please do.
Hold it!
The only incontrovertible fact here is that you don't know how to give a proper testimony.
What are you talking about? It's not my fault if you can't keep up. Yes, exactly. Now do you get Edgeworth?
I do, but I'm not so sure about you.
Hold it!
You saw it first, and I suppose you can prove that.
I made the connection the moment I saw the crime scene. What a lightning fast deductive leap. What more evidence you need?
Well, you haven't given me any evidence at all so far, so...
You still don't get it, do you? Well, don't worry. We can't all be born winners.
I'm sure everyone to get whatever it is he's talking about.
Objection!
So the fingerprints on the chest set and the ace up your sleeve?
What? Oh, yes, the chest set up the ace's sleeve. That's right, Edgeworth. Got a winning hand, as usual.
Only your winning hand is a busted flush. But you see, it was Simeon Saint who brought that chest set to the victim in the first place. Therefore, it's only natural that his fingerprints are all over it.
Huh?
That took a while to sink in. In conclusion, those fingerprints aren't proof of anything, and Mr. Saint's arrest was premature.
Premature?
The incident took place here within the walls of this facility. And being neither a guard nor a prisoner, it makes very little sense to suspect Mr. Saint.
Oh!
Now what?
Think you might be the premature one here, Edgeworth? And I think you will want to accuse me of releasing.
Did he only just work out what that word means?
Sure, he identified Mr. Saint as a suspect faster than pretty much anyone else. No wonder race when it came to picking out the crucial evidence too. Quick on the draw, you see, but hasty? Not at all. You're right now, Mr. Saint, in the guard was prison or yeah, but he was. Judge Gavel. But how, Gavel? I have every right to want him. Something more impressive? Yes, of course, now. But remember, Gavel, this only is Edgeworth and fair to be made.
Objection!
Will this ingenious deduction explain why Mr. Saint was arrested? Let's just say you won't be disappointed. Judge Gavel deliberately diverted the conversation away from my line of question. What exactly is she up to? Fact 1. The murder weapon was some... yeah. If nothing else, this testimony this time is a little more comprehensible than last. Another winning deduction brought to you by one winner, Eustace, prosecutor extraordinaire. More like one winner, useless prosecutor extraordinaire if you ask me. That is basically his name pun. Eustace winner, useless winner. Good question. Why don't you take a look for yourselves? Inside the chessboard. Suppose there's only one way to find out. There's nothing in here but chess pieces. Now I feel you something. I'm pretty convinced the weapon's hidden here somewhere. I'll take a closer look. She's got that glint in her eye. She'd better not be planning a robbery. What? The stiff lining at the top opens like a flap door. Wow, there's plenty of them in there. Indeed, more than enough to hide something like a small knife. Ingenious, no? The killer snuck the weapon in by... What do you mean? Let me finish, will you? I fear you have not been listening, Mr. Winner. Or perhaps you've simply forgotten. The detention center is outfitted with a security gate. Huh? I mean, yeah, and... The security guard also acts as a metal detector. You must pass through... yeah. Yes, that's right. Of course I remember. You definitely didn't. It would have been impossible to smuggle a metal blade through such a gate into the facility. It could seem to blow a rather large hole in the region. Are you telling me that the chess set wasn't put through a metal detector? Very good. Thank you, Gavel. It was my pleasure. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you'd be so kind as to begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? It's like she's holding a trial. Well, never mind. Let's see how well this ingenious deduction of Mr. Winners holds up, shall we? Fact 1. The murder weapon was some metal blade.
A metal blade, you say? Can you have any evidence to support this? You mean you didn't even look at the victim's injuries? I'm not surprised, you third rate. The fatal blow was a stab wound to the neck. It was delivered by a knife-like blade. Not much is absolutely beyond that. Yes, and I'm not here to wear a certain other piece of information. That's the words, are we? Now I'll just keep going.
Hold it!
The fact that such objects are strictly controlled doesn't mean they're actually forbidden. Well, no, I mean some of the prisoners use scissors to cut the animal's hair and... Yes, only one bladed object had been signed down by a single prisoner at the time of the incident. The animal was tested for traces of blood, but none were found. Suppose he's referring to the scissors Mr. Sark was using. So there's no way the blade in question came from inside the prison.
Hold it!
Outside? What does that mean exactly? The observer inside, you numbskull. Was that an attempt at clarification or put down? Was it clearly accomplished neither? What Eustace means to say is that it must have been brought in from outside the prison by Mr. C. Honestly, Edgeworth, if you hadn't figured that out by now, then you're an even bigger loser than I thought. The feeling is mutual, believe me. Mr. St. Clair brought the murder weapon into the prison. Questions how?
Hold it!
But no murder weapon was found at the crime scene, and there's nothing inside the chessboard either. I'm curious, Mr. Winner. You also have thoughts about where this weapon might be? It's... well, the perpetrator must have hidden it somewhere in the prison. No problem with his claim. They hid it somewhere inside the prison. That seems unlikely. In fact, I can prove that's not the case. The metal detectors.
Take that!
No.
Take that!
Nope.
Take that!
I'm starting to worry about your memory, Mr. Winner. Didn't you and the good judge search the prison and warn the guard? And didn't you fail to find a likely murder weapon? Well, yes, but guess we just missed it, that's all. You're saying your search wasn't taken entirely thorough. You, the so-called winning rookie? Stop making fun of me. You're right. A winner. Why should I let a third-rate loser like Edge worthless? Here, get on. I'll thank you to leave my name out for this. Not you too, please. Look, it's simple. Since my first-rate investigation didn't turn up any weapon, it means there wasn't one to find. This leaves only one possibility. The murderer took the weapon with him when he left the prison. That's why we couldn't find it when we looked, obviously.
Objection!
But what you are proposing is impossible.
Take that!
More memory trouble, Mr. Winner? Now you're forgetting things you yourself said. Are you making fun of me again? Oh, so you remember what I said. But perhaps you might have been better served by remembering this. What's that? It would certainly seem that way. There is a security gate at each of the entrances to the detention center and the prison proper. Coming from the prison, anyone leaving the facility would have had to pass through both. 2 gates, both fitted with metal doors. Oh wait, now I remember! So as you can see, there is no way anyone could have taken a weapon out through those gates. And therefore, there is no way the murder weapon could have left the building. Ah! He's still here on the premises. That's the only plausible conclusion to be drawn. But we searched the prison from top to bottom and couldn't find anything. Because you were never going to find anything to begin with. Not when you were labouring under the misconception that it's a blade you look. Take a look at this, and the weapon used in this case will become clear.
Take that!
This is footage taken from a security camera trained on Knight's Holdings. Now, watch it for yourselves and see. What? Nuts! But how? This footage captures the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. One sufficient proof how he really died, wouldn't you say? So now we know that Knight was in fact killed in his cell by a vicious dog. The dog then moved the victim's body to the prison workshop post-mortem. We know this thanks to an eyewitness who saw the dog in the workshop when the body was discovered. Of course, I think we can all agree that there was no way the dog could have planned such a crime itself. Indeed, I fear maybe his handiwork after all. Judge Cavell. She's right, there is one major problem on version of events. No! The truth is, I don't know yet. Of course not! Can I wonder, boy? You didn't even notice there was a problem. We're not even in court, bitch. But there's still so much more to... Court was never in session in the first place.
Objection!
We may not have all the answers yet, but you haven't explained anything either regarding Mr. Saint. Just as we don't yet know how the dog made it in to one of the detention center's holding cells, you can't know how Mr. Saint could have made it inside the detention center, let alone the prison either. He would have been allowed as far as the visitor's room to see his friend, but no further. So it's hard for me to conceive how he could have committed a crime in a place he had no access to. Judge Gavelle, I believe it's your turn to provide some proof that Simeon Saint was able to enter the prison. Gavelle, we ain't in court. What? They actually have something? What's she building up to here? What? Oh yeah. That headache of a case. she held on to that fact to the last possible moment. Let me run my own theory, and only afterwards did she use it to reveal the truth. Wait. That must be why she steered him onto a different topic by name too. Got you good, didn't I, you third-rate prosecutor? This has nothing to do with you. Yeah, well, we ain't in court, we're in the detention center. What are you trying to say? Is that a threat? Thank you for your concern, but I do not abandon anything. What I start, I finish. Plus, I'll have you know that I did serve as a defense attorney one time. Yes, I didn't really have a choice in this matter, but... I'll just YouTube. God took me for a ride too. What's his deal? Whoa, you're not having second thoughts about all this, are you, Mauser boy? Sure, Judge Gavale is a tough cookie, but that don't mean you can just give up the ghost. Defense never rests, as a wise man once said, and that goes for associates too. Don't worry, Fender. I've no intention of resting. Nevertheless, our assumption that Mr. Saint couldn't have entered the prison has been proven false. Which means we need to restart investigation from square one, I'm afraid.